remarkable time of only half an hour, he completed the assignment. The proctor then brought his work back into the great hall, where it was subjected to the scrutiny of the examiners. After due consideration, they finally took a vote using white and black balls to indicate their preference. When all the balls turned up white, the boy was sent for. Everyone applauded when he came into the hall and congratulated him when it was announced that he had been accepted into the academy. And while all of this was going on, the cunning members of the society kept his poor and nervous father locked up in the library. Perhaps this prevented Leopold from finding out that the well-meaning Padre Martini had decided on a little insurance. Today we can find two different examples of the test results in the Accademia in Bologna. The first one, Mozart's version, and the second, corrected by his teacher. Mozart's original version is livelier, more harmonically inspired, and closer to both his era and his own personal style. Padre Martini reworked the voice leading in accordance with the rules of the old school. Even so, Mozart was grateful to the Padre for all his help and affectionately remembered his studies with the older man for years to come. These studies were particularly reflected in the brilliance and sincerity of his liturgical music, a talent that held him in good stead for the rest of his career. By the time he got back to Milan to complete Mithridate and supervise its premiere, it was almost a full year after he and his father had first left for Italy. The city was so enthusiastic about Mozart's first major opera that he was invited to come back the next 2 years to write 2 more Italian operas in Milan. When he returned to Salzburg from this tour in time for Easter of 1771, Mozart had truly come of age. It was time to move on to new horizons. Back home, Wolfgang turned his attention to a musical form that was still new to him, the piano concerto. The result, K175, was written for a concert at court, and it was a major event in his life as a composer, in that it was his first completely original piano concerto. From now on, everything he had learned came together, everything he'd been taught and everything he had learned on his endless journeys. This piece marks a milestone in Mozart's musical development.